Hello there, and welcome back to Congo, where we're currently at war with both Spain and also Fez. We've started the conquest of the northern parts. Last time we destroyed a 40,000 man Spanish regiment, which was very much fun. And we're also currently, as I said, at war here with Fez. We have allied Algiers and Tripoli, but it's more or less just a temporary... Yeah, it will be a temporary thing. It's just until we can actually... Well, declare war on either ourselves. It's just to lower the aggressive expansion due to the fact that allies get less. Nothing more. So, yeah, we're going to continue this. Once we are done with this one, I think we're actually going straight for Algiers. And that is also to make sure that we get that funnel across North Africa into Tripoli itself. And also due to the fact that I have troops in Tripoli, and as such, it would be difficult to actually place armies in a way to actually, well, make it beneficial for me. I have to march these guys back home, and as such, we are definitely going after Algiers first, and then we're going after, Tripoli. So it all will work out to our advantage here. This was not part of the plan, but I guess it's, well, once again, part of the advantage. Should probably have checked if Algiers actually were at war with them, but on the positive side, this is exactly what I wanted. So, we're going to get some extra war squares since Defender controls Marrakesh, but what I would have gone for is definitely a what's the sea we call Holy War. So I would probably have gotten more out of this if I hadn't gotten themselves into this this problem here. Tripoli decided that they wanted to betray us, so that's fine. That means the alliance is broken. I can probably just reinstate it as soon as the war is over. But once the war is over, it won't really matter, because then we're going to war on Tripoli. I might actually just do that right now, to be perfectly honest. There's still a war with Hawkiee, which is big. They are the neighbors. And Oman and Karakonlu aren't actually scary at all. I can use my navy to keep Oman at bay, and if you consider that, then declaring war on them is probably for the best right now. I'm a little bit unsure how we'll actually deal with Algiers. I'll try to join up my armies to destroy theirs, but as you can see, my army is actually superior, so I don't think it will be too much of an issue. We'll see how it all plays out. And we'll also, once again, consider if I should just go ahead here, declare holy war on these guys. And I think I will. So let's just send them an insult first, and then we're ready to go. And apparently I also have a colonist here that I am not using, which is kind of bad. But yeah, I'll just fight the war. It shouldn't be a problem. As you can see there, we win battles with equal amount of forces, so I'm pretty sure this won't take too long. We'll see how it ends up. Most of the Algerian army is actually stuck over here, and with that, I think we are actually going to just destroy them. So we'll wait just a little while before we declare war on Tunisia, and the reason for that is simple. We want to make sure that we have won the war against Algiers here. Basically, we're going to take every precaution that we can in order to make completely sure that the war is over, that they can't suddenly be allowed to, well, hire a big mercenary army, and things like that. So I'm basically just securing victory here, more or less, and then we're going to go after Tripoli. It's not rocket science, it's just being careful. I'm also probably not going to do anything with these Spanish particularists. I think they're just going to be allowed to do whatever they want. And Tripoli shouldn't have too many forces right now, but I'm a little bit unsure if I should declare war. I should declare it early if I want to. They're allying with the Ottomans now. So if I want to declare war on them, I will definitely wait until the war against Algiers here is done. And potentially we'll have to use ships or set up a naval base up north here. But I have no place to actually set up or to make that work, since, well, we can't just go through the straits here. They aren't made yet, so we'll definitely have some issues here until we reach that point, but I'm pretty sure we will find a solution. We'll see how it goes. As you can see, siege is going, or it's coming along. We are sieging the western coast. We are sieging the 3 provinces that we want, which are these 3 here. We also have potential tech upgrades, but I'll wait with using diplomatic points until we actually get what we want out of this war. We'll take drainage, however, admin tech 13, which gives production efficiency by 10%. And I can now build plantations, which aren't remotely useful, not right now at least. And next time we'll actually get another idea group. The big question is, do I want to continue improving my military, or do I want to try and potentially improve my navy? It'll be one of the two. I'm a little bit unsure what. We'll probably take offensive, I think, if we're going to take anything in this area. Of course, it also helps my heavy ships, so potentially taking quality and then naval could be a good idea, but I'll have to consider that. We'll also get new ships at next diplomatic level, so I might have to save up a bit of money just to rebuild the navy here. Apparently, Fez is actually going ahead and started sieging the Spanish colonies here, which is hilarious, but I'm a little bit worried about the fact that everyone is on low. We have a tremendous war score, but peace cannot be made here. Can I actually get these guys to give me anything? No. And the reason is I have a little tiny bit of war score, but it doesn't really matter. So that's a little bit annoying. But as I said here, I'll just finish this war. I could potentially have tried it to ally. They were friendly a little while ago, but they have negative opinions, so it wouldn't have worked. But I'm a little bit unsure what I actually want to do here. The Ottomans are the wild card in this equation, basically because of the fact they have more than 41,000 troops. If they join in, then I'm screwed. So I kind of have to try and bypass that some way or another by potentially declaring war in Oman. And I think I think that might actually work here. So we're going to take a chance. Yes, it's actually a really bad chance to take right now. And we're going to declare war in Oman, show superiority, try and get Socotra, and that's really it. If Tripoli joins in, great. If they do not join in, bad. And apparently they have better naval morale than me. A lot better naval morale than me. So potentially I might actually get destroyed here, but no, we destroy their entire navy, which is perfectly fine by me. Tripoli actually joined in, but Oman stayed war leader, so the plan was a success. But I'm a little bit unsure what I will do now. If I want to deal with Tripoli first, I think I do. So we're going to march troops up here, try and destroy that army, try and get some sieges done. I'll just use my navy here to keep any troop movements over into my territories in check. And with that, I now basically am at war with everything except Portugal and Mali, I believe. Yeah, and of course Great Britain, which makes things a little bit interesting. But, well, we should probably not forget about Funge, but they're not that interesting. I should probably also go ahead and declare war on them, but I can actually use them as a guarantee. No, I can't use them. I think I'll actually declare war on them when the war nears its end, and the reason for that is fairly simple. The guarantee won't fire then, or it will fire but it can't be accepted. I'll be able to fight the war without interference, which is great. But all in all here, things are starting to get a little bit out of hand. If I want to take this, I'll get a lot of overextension, but I think what we'll do here is siege Algiers in its entirety, then siege Tripoli in its entirety, then get what we need up from Oman, and then start making peace deals. I think that is right now the best setup I can do. And I guess I'll save a little bit more diplomatic power, and then we'll do an upgrade in diplomatic tech here. Oman actually has what? They have 15. So yeah, it's not a problem. My navy should be able to handle theirs, but we'll see how it goes. For now, I'll just deal with these smaller armies. We'll complete the sieges, and then we'll see what we get out of this war. I opted for taking the War Galleon Diplomatic Tech 19, which gives colonial range increased by 50. We can now also get War Galleons, frigates, and build an Admiralty, which will be useful for, well, first of all, I can have more generals and things like that, but also it'll help get the naval tradition up. Also, naval morale is increased by half a point, and maintenance has been increased by 25%, which I'm not too much of a fan of. I'm also very tempted to lower my my inflation here, but I think we'll wait with that. As you can see, the war or the sieges in Algiers are almost done. We're starting to siege Tripoli. They actually have sent an army over here to, well, be obnoxious, but that's not too much of a problem, really. Oman is also apparently at war with Hawkiee, which could potentially be a good thing, but it could also be a very bad one. I'm very tempted here to try and actually get I think I can actually fabricate a claim on something I owned. Yeah, I can. I'm actually going to do that, and the reason is simple. Hawkiee doesn't actually have any allies, but they do have Mamluk land. And taking this Mamluk land could, well, very much be beneficial, I think. So we're going to aim for that. First of all, it's power. Second of all, it will be useful. On the note of what's annoying now, however, is that the Omanese forces have actually just marched around now since I've been blocking them off. And I think I need to just get a siege done here in Algiers, then join up an army to hunt down their armies, and hopefully that'll come to fruition soon. But Where are you guys going? You're going to Beja. You're going south. Well, can't say I complain about that, but even so, I'm going to just siege my way east here, and that should work out just fine. I'm not too worried about the forces. They can siege 1 or 2 provinces, won't really make too much of a difference. And even if it does, I simply need to get a scramble a 20,000 man army to destroy them. I could simply actually join up these armies here that are... Yeah, we're actually going to set up an army for a siege army in Alexandria, and I'm going to take Alexandria here for my main Mamluk province. I believe it's the one with the highest base tax. It's probably the one that would be most useful. I could potentially also go for Alexandria and Cairo to get a easy... Well, I think I'll actually take both, and the reason is simple. If I can, it would make a very, very nicely... First of all, I'll be able to join up with these, but also I'll have a Mediterranean naval base, so that would work out perfectly. But for now, we'll just continue the wars, and we'll see how it all plays out. So yeah, as you can see, I actually joined up a 20k army. I believe it's actually a 21k army. But we have better military tactics, we have better morale, we have a better troop composition. So this army here is going to just get, as you can see, pummeled. Which means that we now currently don't actually have any threats whatsoever. And as such, I'm actually very tempted to just join this army up in... We'll send it by water to Socotra, siege that, and then make the peace that I want with Oman. I might have to siege the capital, but I really believe that will be the extent of what I will have to do. Also, we'll siege a little bit more in this area, just to make sure that we will be getting what we want. And other than that, I think we're just going to allow things to play out as well as they want to, more or less. I'm also going to use or retreat these armies back here in order to have some sort of rebel protection to some extent. We also need, as you see, to allow our manpower to recover, so that is also going to be a goal, and we're going to have to try and do that as soon as these wars are over. But once these wars are over, we won't really have anyone to fight for at least 5 years. So once again, it shouldn't be a problem really to just allow time to pass after that. And as you can see, the Malva is more or less already out of it. We're getting a lot from War School, and we're now going to just siege Socotra, and that should actually be the end of it. It seems like they actually joined up a couple of bigger armies here, which is very much worrisome, especially with my current loss of manpower. I really have to end this war quickly. I'm starting to realize. So I might have to really rely on mercenaries. I do have the money for it, so I think we'll actually... No, for now, we'll not get a mercenary army just yet. We don't need it yet, but might need it very soon. So, let's just finish the wars here, and then we'll see how we stand after that. Apparently, the Spaniards have decided that they want to do a counter charge. I will probably not get anything from this. The worst case scenario is, of course, that Great Britain breaks their alliance. But I think we'll just go for a white peace here. They already, well, I've actually dealt with the rebels, which is annoying, but it's for the best, really, for my best, not for Britain's best, but for my best, and that is really what I have to consider. That and really nothing else. If I were to consider anything else, I'd probably just get into trouble. So yeah, I definitely need to. Yeah, we'll hire a mercenary army just to be sure that we actually have the necessary output of soldiers and troops in the area to beat them back. It should work. So, as I said, I'll just finish this. Oman's army could be a little bit annoying, but I doubt it will be something to write home about. So, I'll just continue the war, and we'll see how it all plays out. I'll basically siege everything that I want now, and if I try to make a peace with Oman, as you can see, I can't get both of these from them. But if I make a peace with Tripoli, I think I actually might be able to. Alexandria and Cairo, it'll be 90%, but I will need to siege their entire country, which will be a little bit troublesome. Especially with this call for peace. That is making things a little bit... Not just a little bit, it's making things very awkward and very annoying. I will have to siege a lot more land to make my plan work, but it will work nonetheless. It'll just take a little bit more time, a little bit extra diplomatic power, but it's better to just get it done right now rather than having to fight 5 or 6 more wars later. I'm really just waiting for siege of Muscat here. No, sorry, Socotra. I will probably have to siege Muscat too, but other than that, I think that shouldn't be too much of a problem, really. But there we have one of the problems. There's 25k. Oman army could really screw me over. and I need to build a merchantman. But yeah, I think I can just land troops in Cairo here, so it shouldn't actually be too much of a problem. And defeating that army should probably also be enough to actually get the piece that I want, most likely. Let's see here. They are still stubborn. Exceeds demand exceeds war score, so we definitely have to wait for a couple more sieges to finish. But once again, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I will be sacrificing a lot of manpower, but I think we still will go ahead and attack Hejaz if they don't actually have a solution to this. I'll probably also go ahead here and fetch the army into Socotra as soon as I can. But for now, we'll just continue the sieges here, see if we can siege the entirety of Tripoli and make the pieces that we want. So for the war score against Oman here, battles actually are quite a lot of it. So 18%. How much is this thing worth? It's worth just 2%. So I'm pretty sure I don't actually have to siege anything from Oman itself. All I really need to do is be able to make the peace that I want with Tripoli, call back this diplomat, and once everything here is set, I think I can make the peace that I want for everything I want. I just need Tripoli to fall completely, and then we're set. So until then. So as you can see here, we have the deal that we need or want with Tripoli, which is these two provinces, which will be released as the Mamluks. I will just go ahead and send them on for that. We also have the deal that we want with Algiers, which are these three, for first of all release of Tunisia and also secondary release of Morocco, which will work in our advantage in both places. I think I'll also take trade power on whatever gold they have, just to try and cripple them a little bit further. But the problem once again will be the aggressive expansion. People won't like this. I'll probably get both Algiers and Tripoli in a coalition against me, and we might have to be a little bit careful in the times to come. Or probably be 30 years or something like that in peace. We'll probably focus or try to go after Portugal and Spain in that space of time. I have 150 years to go, so I'm not really worried. But once again, it's not a good thing that we are in such an awkward position. And let's just slow time a little bit here to get deals through. There we go. Tripoli and Algiers both agreed to my terms, and we're just going to deal with the problems here. Now, the big question is, what can I get from Oman? They'll give me Socotra without any problems. I can force them to... No, I can't actually force them to release anything, but I can take a little bit of go. Force them to give up the deal with Tripoli and Spain. Potentially a good thing. Algiers too. Yeah, we'll just force them to give up the deals with everyone, because it will most likely... I will find these guys again, and most likely very soon. So, let's just send those demands, which means that the war is over. And then we'll release everyone, hopefully before anyone actually declares a what's it called? Declares a coalition. So we'll create vassals here. First and foremost, we have Morocco, which we want to release. We have Tunisia, which we want to release. And we have also the Mamluks, which we want to release. And that is everything we want to release. So that's great. We're going to join up our armies again. If I figure them out, set them up properly. And other than that, I'm pretty sure we might actually, as I said, go for war against Hejaz. It wouldn't be the worst of ideas, especially since we can then get some of the more of the Mamluk land back. If we end up in a war with the Ottomans, we then would have a war goal of what we want to take. We might actually fight the Ottomans for the sole reason of taking the Mamluk land, but I'm very, very uncertain if that is a good idea, especially considering that the Ottomans are starting to gain a lot of power. But I think I could potentially trade out, or try to trade out here, the British for an alliance with the Holy Roman Empire. I think that would be more beneficial in the long run, especially considering that I want to fight Great Britain. So, this ended up being a rather long episode. But I think we have everything sorted out now. I think I'll also call Socotra myself. I'll try to sell Lagwad first, see if I can sell it. But we're definitely in a good spot here. Tripoli hates my guts. We have 55 aggressive expansion with them. We have 64 with Algiers. Oman, we probably don't have that much with them. We have one whole point. Hejaz, well, they actually hate my guts, so I might have to try and declare war very soon here if I want to do that. But we'll worry about that next time. Sorry for a very long episode, but we're basically now set now to just well, start conquering and take the northern parts. I will have a very bad day when it comes to dealing with Portugal and Spain, but it has to be done, and it probably has to be done soon. So I think what we're actually going to do here is take naval ideas as our next and create a supreme navy that can, well, keep these guys out. That will be the goal. If I can pull that off, is another story entirely. And also considering the fact that I want to keep them out with the help of a navy rather than forces, I think we're actually going to keep the alliance with Great Britain for now. It's a very useful alliance, especially if I can use them in war. If they refuse to go to war with me, I'll just ally the Roman Empire instead, see if I can bring them in. So I have a lot of options, and potentially here we might make something work. We'll have to also consider if we'll fight Algiers. I think we will, but we'll see how it all goes next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.